Was he in 300? Like that guy's absurd looking.
He should have been. He would have kicked Gerard Butler right out of there.
I like Gerard Butler. He made so many movies after 300. Like I was of an age where I was like, Gerard Butler, he's my guy now. I'll think good things for him going forward. I bet he'll make more good movies. And he just made one shitty movie after another. He made that White House Down movie. Every now and then Hollywood will duplicate a script. The same 2 movies the same year about the White House going down and the president needing
like
to
Transmorphers
or whatever. Yeah. I got paid like a large sum of money by those people to make a video for them. But then there was a school like the week my video was supposed to go live. So they're like, you keep the money, don't mention us.
Damn. Making so out like video, Froggy Fresh over here.
and so instead of my video being called White House Down Presents, it's called Weapons of the Secret Service or Secret Service Weaponry or some shit like that. Yeah, because I gotta explain, why am I wearing a goddamn suit? Like why am I acting like a fucking Secret Service?
Why do I have a bald cap on?
No, that was a different. No, that was fucking Hitman. Yeah, that was ridiculous. My mother didn't recognize me when I went to her school. I like peeked in her room. It's like, hello. She was like, hello, sir. Can I help you? I was like, mother, it's me. That was great.
God, that thing. You?
I can't remember what that cost to get put on that bald cap. I had somebody. He worked on Walking Dead. I remember that now. He came to my house in Gumlog and put the whole thing on and airbrushed it in and everything. He had that disease that Susan Sarandon has, where you have that bug eye thing.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
Did it upset you, or that's just what you remember?
No, but he mentioned, he's like, yeah, I have the Susan Sarandon bug eye disease, as he's like fixing my head up and everything. He was a real chill guy. Like he was telling me stories about working on The Walking Dead, and this is when Walking Dead was like in its heyday. This is 2012 or something.
Damn. So you still had high hopes for that show?
Dude, I had high hopes for that show. I used to go to watching parties for that show. I used to show up to events for that goddamn show with people with hushed awe as that shit would debut for us. That's top 3 most disappointing pieces of media all time. I'll tell you what number 1 it's Deadwood. I'm rewatching Deadwood right now. It's the Western about Deadwood, Montana, I think. It's incredible.
That sounds right.
The language it has its own very eloquent but crude old-timey language they use. They're very verbose. Even the dumbest of characters are well spoken in their own kind of way. And it's really good. Love Deadwood. But as you fall in love with it, just know they got canceled at the last season and they were unable to. They were like edging you. They're edging you, and it's time to come. Okay, because here's what happens. All of the good guys get together for the first time ever, because this is a rough and rowdy bunch. We all have different ideas about the way things should be. They all get together and solidify against the big bad, who's outside influence wanting to steal our land and gold. He's got an army of shooters coming. So all of our badass good guys, Legolas and Gimli, the whole crowd is there. They're showing up, and then they got canceled. So the next episode, they're like, the good guys are like, well, I'll be moving on then. And they're like right away in a stagecoach, and you're like, whoa, what happened? There was supposed to be a fight, like a Death Star type scene was coming.
If you're watching semi-shitty, unfinished TV shows from 15 years ago, maybe check out Wednesday. You haven't seen it yet. It's fun.
Ooh, no thanks.
Oh, I watched that. The Addams Family show? The Addams Family one? Good. That's what we're talking about? Oh, yeah, it was fine. It was good. I didn't regret that. I didn't regret watching that. I like that.
Doesn't sound like an endorsement, though. You didn't regret it.
Well, because for me, like, there's so much TV these days, I can't say to anyone to watch anything unless you've seen Succession. You're caught up on Succession.
That's the one.
I tried watching that and I couldn't get into it. The dialogue is so,
said that, so I didn't watch it.
It only gets better.
The way that Brian Cox, who I like a lot, the way that he and his like children communicate is so jarring, disjointed, and unnatural that it takes me out of it.
You say it only gets better. Is that kind of accepted by the fan base that maybe the early episodes of the first season haven't hit that tone yet? Because
I don't talk to these fucking idiots on the internet anymore about their opinions on shit.
You're doing it right now.
Well, let me say,
but I know you guys.
From my point of view,
from the internet. I mean, here we are.
from my point of view, if I were trying to get somebody into like fucking Star Trek: The Next Generation, my favorite TV show, I would say first 2 seasons, they haven't really figured out what's going on yet. Skip season 3, and then when you circle back, you'll love the characters already. So you'll let it go. What happens in season 1 and 2? All the weird shit.
Season 1, I think, is still good. I still think season 1 is very good.
Succession.
I do think Taylor's point also holds up. Their means of communication is really just like, I've met a couple people that are almost like this, that speak in a way that like people that I've met in Hollywood, agents. I'd be like, hey man, what's up? How you doing? How are things? Powering through on the grind, always making things happen because the grind don't stop 24/7. And you're like, yeah, sure. Yeah. How's the family? The fam jams doing their thing that they always do, being the fam. And me, I'm a dad holding it. And it's like everything is a fucking saying or an analogy or it's everything. And I'm like, anyways, yeah, just wanted to call. Yeah, hey bro, appreciate you touching base. I'm gonna circle back when I come back up for air. And it's like, bro, just fucking speak.
Yeah, speak normally.
But they're kind of only in professional settings and they work with their family. So they get this like really dramatic, hard ass, blunt, super rich, cocky type of thing that comes off like, what's his name writes like that, like on the West Wing, where it's like everything's like the next sentence already has, everyone has the best sentence response back. Yeah. Everyone has a fucking line.
I love the West Wing.
Yeah, well, I think it's a little like that. If you could bear that, I think you would like this.
Oh, I love that. If it
gets better, it's even better, and the characters are really, really good. They're really.
I like smart, snappy dialogue that
Gilmore
takes
Girls
me.
And that show with Katie Holmes from ages ago was like that. What was it called?
Yeah, Katie Holmes.
She was a teenager. Dawson's Creek, and Gilmore Girls both had like perfect, snappy, on like over the top. No one's this clever dialogue, but I kind of enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah.
West Wing Succession's. But if I wanted to get someone into Succession, what I usually say is it's better than Breaking Bad.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and I do believe that, and I always say that. I'm like, I think it's a better show than Breaking Bad.
I've only seen Breaking Bad once. It would infuriate me to go back and watch it again because there are times when I hate Skyler so much, and I hate his family so much for not just getting on board with. Look,
yeah, he's cool.
If I had someone, you know what I mean. I know he's
the family stuff. I
know he's the bad guy.
No, if he were making $300 a month selling meth, yeah, that'd be lame. But
first of all, I'm imagining he's my father. So you all imagine that he's your father. Now imagine not only is he your father, but he's the smartest guy you've ever met. And not only is he the smartest guy you've ever met, he might be the smartest guy most people have ever met. Your dad's a certified fucking genius.
And he's got pizza on the roof.
An artist.
It's like, wait a minute. Like, maybe for a second, I should stop fucking around and listen to what dad wants. He did give me that car. It's like, bro, you're a child. Maybe
Dad, I can't believe you've been selling meth.
I would have if I'm his frumpy, chubby wife or his handicapped son. When my genius dad comes clean, I'm like, Father, you will know best. I can only trust in you to lead us through this. And tell me what I need. How can I make this easier? What do you need from me? What do you need from me? No one ever
quality
said
testing.
That.
I'm in.
No one ever said anything like that. When they hear Uncle Hank is dead, the wife immediately is like, oh, well then Walt is dead to me. That's your husband. You should be like, all right, what do we do now? By the way, Marie's here. I've been letting her listen to the call. We got to deal with her. She'd be killing Marie right there. She should be with Hank. She should be with fucking Walt. I don't understand why everybody.
He should send her to Hank.
He should send her to Hank. Yeah. That's what I would have set that up with Walt. That's how that phone call would have really gone. She's like, yeah, tell Marie she can see Hank. He's here with me. Bring her here. And then they should have offed Marie in the desert next to Hank, and then they can take on the FBI and those white supremacists, get our money back.
That would have helped.
I'd have dropped that kid long ago, though.
I don't recall the white supremacist point. I think it was cartels, but
no. The
cartels, right? There were white supremacists in the show.
Yeah, they're the main problem at the end.
Yeah,
I forgot about the guy. I forgot they were also white supremacists.
The one where he says, "You know my name. Say it. Say my name. Like you're Heisenberg. You're goddamn right." That's
that was a different gang guy. The was the uncle gang, the uncle group of that redhead guy who's Fat Damon.
Is it mist or cyst?
I said it wrong. It's cyst.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I prefer the shorter version. The supremacies.
That's not shorter.
Supremacy.
Or just supreme.
I think it's called probably just. I'll never rewatch that show just because I'll be frustrated rewatching Breaking Bad.
I'm not excited to look at the family stuff again, really. But I did rewatch Succession. I thought it was much better the second watch. The things that I were kind of like not really picking up on the first time around. I thought it was really good the second time around.
I'll give it a try because I do need a new show. I am watching an old ass show that has a bad ending, but I'm telling you, it's really fucking good.
Deadwood's what show it last? Deadwood.
Deadwood.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're just talking about that.
Yeah, but yeah, I need something new. I'm not watching any more of that Star Wars nonsense. I'm done.
Do you guys watch Atlanta?
No, I haven't heard of it.
Atlanta's the Donald Glover show.
I'm not familiar with it.
We're awful.
It's black, so I'm not surprised.
I know all about Atlanta. I choose not to watch it. We're all very white here, Harley.
It is. You know what it is? It's a really good show, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's
exactly like King of the Hill.
It has a few like anthology style episodes that aren't really sequential or part of the story that kind of play out like kind of like a Black Mirror type vibe, but it's racially oriented. It is. But it is honestly, it's better than Breaking Bad.
But I'm very close.
There's no way it's better than Breaking Bad.
I think it's just as good. I do. It's an incredible
maybe I
show.
like Breaking Bad.
You might just have a low opinion of Breaking Bad. You're just like, oh, yeah, it's better.
I have a good opinion of Breaking Bad. I think Breaking Bad. I think Breaking Bad starts off very well, and most importantly, ends perfectly. So perfectly that I actually never watched It's All About Saul because I actually thought Breaking Bad was so perfect. I was like, I like that. I don't want to have a bad feeling. And now I have friends call me up and they're like, bro, I hate to tell you, it's better than Breaking Bad. That's literally what I hear. And I'm like, is it actually? People are like, yeah, it is. It's actually better than
What did you think about?
Did
you see the deep fake, or I wouldn't say deep fake, but the Super Bowl commercial with Walter White and Jesse cooking up the chips and everything, de-aged and everything?
I didn't see
I didn't realize that they did that. But
yeah, they're tremendously de-aged. Their heads didn't look like they fit their bodies quite right.
It's always a little weird, eh? A little touch.
It reminded me.
They're not that much older than they were then.
Yeah, they are.
When was it? Like 2010?
Yeah, it's like 15
maybe even
years.
before. Oh, okay, 15 years.
Yeah, but I mean, he was an older guy. And how old's who plays Walter White?
Jesse Pinkman.
No, Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. Thank you. Yeah. He's got to be in the 60s.
When I watched those two, I thought that Bryan Cranston was fine because he always played an old person, right? Like you can go from 55 to 65 or whatever he did and, still roughly get away with 55 if you try. But what's Jesse Pinkman's actor's name? Aaron Paul, right? Aaron Paul, those years, you can't undo. You can't be like 35 and play 25. Like they're just.
Oh, yeah. Oh, not yet. Here's what's coming. I want to talk about this. This is the future. We're going to get a fucking de-aged William Shatner Captain Kirk TV show. Mark my words. It's fucking coming.
Do you want
that? Coming. Oh, I want it so bad.
How can I want it so bad? He's huge now. He's fat.
He'll be completely defaked. He won't be there, just like that Bruce Willis commercial. Yeah.
I get it.
They've got so much of him. They can just take his voice and they could do that Mark Hamill thing they did in Mando.